build anything. I think.
But if you're selling,
yeah,
if
there's
you're
a
selling
lot of
technology,
Yeah.
you can't make a spreadsheet to do technology.
Yeah, you can't really sell
And if you have a back-end system, you have a Google spreadsheet and a legion of robots to do the work, you can, you don't have to build certain features, but if your business is to sell technology,
Yeah.
and that one feature is what makes it work, you have to build it.
Probably, yeah, but you could at least talk to people and make sure.
No, I agree with that.
Have a lot of
completely.
those
Not to gold plate,
conversations.
not to gold plate, the term is, don't gold plate things, meaning, oh, if in 10 years we get this or that, then let's, we have to make sure it won't, this situation won't happen. They call that gold plating, and I completely agree.
I think it's more than just like, make sure you outline the features that people are going to really just, are critical to your core products.
Yeah.
And if everything else is just, it's nice to have. What is the need to have?
I totally understand.
And then focus on that.
But if you don't make, if you don't make the product bomb-proof, how are you gonna go, your product, how are you gonna bring it to market?
I'm gonna stand right in front of everybody and watch it myself.
But I'm saying that there's a certain set of features that you just can't say.
But see,
you can't say
my prototype is not gonna be bomb-proof. It's not gonna have all these features where you can connect to it remotely and you can. It's going to be very manual and very kind of just archaic, and then we can get to a point where we can prove out revenue, and then we can hopefully get some traction. It's about being as simple as possible to get that initial user experience that you're trying to go for.
I agree.
Yeah,
If you have to build,
it's always a balance. Sorry, it's always a balance between product and customer.
Yeah.
You never want one ahead of the other. So in the beginning, it's all mechanical Turk. It always has been for every single company. If you have a non-technical co-founder, you do what you can, and you have a spreadsheet on the back end or some shit. You never want the customer to get ahead of you, but you never want the product to get ahead of the customer either, because it'll change.
What does that mean a little more? So letting the customer get ahead of you, meaning like too many customers?
You don't want. Sorry, I don't.
No, please, no. It's good.
If let's say you go out in the marketplace and you have some revolutionary idea that's going to change the world, and you create a need for it, and the customer's aware of it, and you can't deliver a solution, you're going to find your competitor, right? Let's say that.
Yeah.
Let's say you develop a product, and it does everything. It's got every widget, it's really shiny, and it won some design award, but you have no customers for it. You don't actually know if you fit any need, so you wasted all this time and money developing a product. So it's always a balance. In the beginning, when you have 1 or 2 customers, you have a spreadsheet in the back end powering your tech. I mean, that's the organic way to grow. You never wanted to grow the other way.
For B2C business.
Any business.
For B2B business?
Yes, any business.
So I'm gonna have a spreadsheet that I'm gonna give to an enterprise customer?
Yes, if you can make that sale, yes.
If you can make that sale.
If you can't, you're not filling any.
You should be able to get people to
All right,
sign up.
Ignacio, are you
private
gonna buy,
beta.
I'm gonna sell you an enterprise product. Are you gonna buy my product that's driven by a spreadsheet on the back end?
You're not probably going to my customer first.
No, that's right. Well, I'm selling to enterprise customers.
Then you don't need to go to enterprise first. You're not ready to go to enterprise.
Look, if an enterprise has a problem that they actually need solving, they will buy the solution, even if that solution is a spreadsheet. Believe me. There's plenty of consultants that sell spreadsheets.
That's true. We've been doing it for years.
And if you need to build a bomb-proof product, then you need a big tech team to do that. So then you need to be able to raise money. So then the bottleneck is not having a bomb-proof product; it's being able to convince investors.
When you go in front of an enterprise customer and they tech you out and they ask you for the security audit on your product, and they want to see, they might come into your place and look for through your source code. You're not going to pass muster if you don't have.
You don't have something they need. You might have something they want, and other people have that as well. If you had something they need,
Okay,
they will use it.
not my experience, but again, I think I'm coming at it from a different point of view.
If you're selling a commodity, yes. If you're selling the same thing that 1,000 other people are selling, they will go with IBM every single time. If you're selling something that fills a specific need for a specific customer, and you have that emotional connection with the person you're selling to a business is selling to a person. It's the same exact thing. If they have a need and you fill that need, they will buy your thing. And it's a great test early on in the company. It really is. Like, should you even invest into building this whole product? So, yeah, my opinion. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. What was your question?
Oh, right.
Last question.
Yes. All right. First, I want to testify that you seem to have a great culture, because I got lost in BookBub and You were very kind.
CIC is very welcoming.
So that's a great thing. The second thing is I would like you to understand how, as a young company, we have some really great IP. How do I find, where do I go to find someone like you to join and get to team up with me?
Yeah, that's a tough challenge. I mean, obviously if you have people, I don't know where you've been before, and if you have people that you've worked with in the past, that's oftentimes like a really good vein for people to either, try to work with people they worked with in the past, or to know other people that they know. Otherwise, there's a bunch of networking stuff out there, and it's the same thing on the CTO side. If you're, a lot of CTOs don't want to be the CEO, they don't necessarily know what the product is that they want to build, but they want to find somebody who they want to pair up with, who they believe has a good vision, and then they can build it and help to fulfill it. And so then typically it's like being at meetups and finding meetups that are somehow related to kind of what you're trying to do. There's a variety of like startup networking. I don't know if Founder Institute has any sort of like networking type stuff that attracts people from the community. I don't know if anybody has any experience. I know 5 years ago there were a couple of like websites out there where it's basically like founder dating, matching and stuff.
There's a co-founder dating company that I've tried it, but unfortunately they were just trying to get into your LinkedIn network. But there are companies like that. I think it's called co-founder dating.
Yeah, I mean, here in our local ecosystem, I know there are people out there, and the ones that have tried. So I've met so far seem to be people who are actually trying to build companies. So it is not but people who have they just come out of an exit, they're looking at the next opportunity, they would want more equity than anything, and they want to be like CTO or VP of engineering or something like that. I'm trying to find that kind of place where I could, pitch a little bit.
If you were one of these people, would you go to a place like that? If you were one of these people that just sold a company, would you go to a place where people like you now try to find, let me rephrase. Would you, as somebody who sold their company and happy on cloud nine, would you go to a place where non-technical people are trying to hunt for you?
It might be a little overwhelming. So that's
if I brought in a developer in here right now, he would be in pain.
Yeah.
Like an unemployed developer. It's like, I'll just take equity.
Yeah. No. All I'm trying to say is someone to whom you can sell the vision.
Right.
And I'm seeing a little bit of that when I meet a little bit people at CSC, but I'm just trying to find if you have like any specific idea that I can narrow in on.
To me the meetups is probably the best avenue, and sometimes you'll find an engineer who's at a big company and they're like getting the itch, and if they found somebody they would be willing to take the lead.
I think looking at the LinkedIn of your competitors, established competitors, and then reaching out to people sometimes. So our company, the co-founder, so the CEO found the co-founder through cold email, LinkedIn email, and also found the seed funding through cold LinkedIn email.
Oh, really?
Say it cold?
Cold email.
Cold
email
call.
and use,
But email, cold email.
Hey, friend.
Wow.
So I would just add that you can go to the startup weekends or hackathons, they're
Yeah.
probably a good venue as well
Yeah.
for finding people, and then,
Yeah.
we had a story about one of our founders, graduates, that went to actually technical courses. That people is learning about different tools, and they find people there. So
The same one who just joined the index, right?
yeah,
Same one.
yeah.
Startup weekend is a great experience. You meet a lot of people.
I've done it twice, it's great.
Yeah, I've done it like 5 or 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, I met a great guy.
Okay, so why don't we switch to
Yeah,
Michael
go
now?
ahead.
Yes.